How committed are you? And why does this matter so much? Well, one of the ways to look at your degree of commitment is to look around your life and to see how many things in your life are aligned with what you really, really want to have in your life. And so if you don't have quite everything you want in your life yet, then maybe there's an area of commitment that you can step up. So commitment is the degree to which we want to make something happen. And if you find that you thought you wanted to go to that party, you told your friend you wanted to go to that party, and then somehow you managed to not go to that party, it's a form of commitment. You weren't really that committed to getting there to that party. Something inside you was a no on that. You had a foot out the door, and the foot out the door won. If you really want to get something, then your commitment, and you do everything it takes to get that thing that you want, then your commitment is 100%. All of your forces are aligned to achieving that goal that you want to achieve, to having that result that come to fruition in your life. So this plays out on so many different levels. I'm going to go over a few different levels today. I'm going to talk about how committed we can be in alignment to our goals and why that's so important. And I'm going to talk about keeping promises to ourselves and why that's important. Not to mention promises to other people, which are also, of course, extremely important. So when we're really committed to making a goal happen, we let nothing stand in our way, including that smack talk from our psychology or from our ego telling us that we're not important enough to have that goal, or that we're never going to be good enough to have that goal, or you're not pretty enough, or this, that, or the other thing, you're not worthy. There's all different versions of you're not worthy enough. And so if you're really committed, you're going to commit to setting those thoughts aside and to continue taking steps and moving forward toward your goal. Now, this is a degree of commitment that is really, really a lot of work at first, because a lot of us have so much of that negative mind chatter, and it really feels so believable too. It's all an illusion, it's all fictitious, but it really seems to have authority. And so our commitment has to override the sound of that voice of authority in our heads. And that's a degree of commitment that we all need to strive for in order to get what we want. And then what happens is, as we go and take action, some of those action steps are going to be really terrifying. And that's because our psychology is changing. We're going in new directions and we're going in new territory. And our psychology doesn't like change very much. Our psychology likes the familiar, comfortable bubble, the comfort zone that's really a trap and keeps us from being the big, grand people that we can be. It keeps us from being everything we can be. These are the traps of the mind. So as you take action steps and you're committed to walking your path towards your goals, you're going to encounter these intense hurdles, internal things inside, and maybe even external things will show up too, like a computer going awry, or the internet, or traffic, or whatever. How committed are you? Are you going to get there and do that thing you said you were going to do today? Are you going to make that video you promised to make your community today? Are you going to do that really scary, challenging thing in order to show up as your bigger, greater, better self, to develop yourself, and to get steps down your path closer and closer to achieving what you really want in your life? So this is a degree of commitment in the mind space that's extremely important, and it's made out of lots of little bitty commitments and promises along the way. So one of the tips I have for you today is, are you committed right now, in this moment? Should you be doing something else besides watching this video? I hope not. I want to keep you here. But if you should be doing something else besides watching this video right now, and you're just lollygagging, surfing along on the internet, having fun, then get back to what you're supposed to be doing. I would love for you to do that. Hit the stop button right now and do that. I ask myself on a regular basis all day long, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? What am I doing right now? What am I doing right now? So that I can constantly calibrate to what I said I was going to do at the beginning of the day. Because I want to get it done by the end of the day, and I also don't want to work till 10 o'clock. I'd really like to get it done at a reasonable hour and have my evening to rest up for the next day. So every day along the way of your day, you can course correct to your committed path. So the other thing that commitment gives you is a resonance of your vision into the world. And this is, I love the way the color changes when I'm making a point. Like, thank you, camera. When you're connecting in with your greater self and you have a committed, dedicated vision for your life of where you're going, then you're following Napoleon Hill's advice to be on purpose, to be on point, and to always know where you're going. If you always know where you're going, then you're going to end up somewhere, as opposed to not knowing where you're going and getting whatever fate lays on you. And in Napoleon Hill's last book, Outwitting the devil says, which I think is a funny term, but the devil says, anytime you're not really clear about your purpose, random things can come in and happen to you. But when you're clear about your purpose, your vision, what you're doing, what your steps are that you're taking, that is an energetic vibration that you're pushing out to the universe. You're saying, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing, and this is my purpose, and I am going to achieve that. I am achieving it right now. You say it in the present tense. And then you're pushing everything else away. It is a rallying point for the universe to interact with you. The universe is like, oh, they're doing that thing. Oh, okay, here is what you need in order to do that thing. And the universe starts partnering with you and collaborating with you. So commitment to your vision is extremely important for collaborating with the universe. And so I want you to watch out for any place where you are in the gray zone. If you need to rest, and rest 100%. Be 100% present with your resting. And if you're working, be 100% present with your working. And if you want to putter around your house and not really use your mind very much, because, some of us work our brains really hard and they need a little bit of break sometimes, then just putter around the house. But be mindful of when you are doing what. Be mindful of what state you're in right now. If you're resting and you're playing and entertaining yourself surfing on the internet, that's fine. But if you're playing and surfing on the internet and getting unfocused away from what you committed to doing today, then you're in this gray zone, you're in this middle ground, and your day could get eaten up, and then at the end of the day, you get frustrated with yourself. So keep these promises to yourself and watch out what state you're in. Stay committed to your vision on the macro level by repeating your vision, visualizing yourself inside the life that you want to create. On that macro level, resonate that vibration, and on the micro level, step by step by step, pushing away anything that gets on your path, any obstacle that gets in your path. Now, I know a lot of this is easier said than done because we have a lot of unconscious processes that are attempting to pull us back into the familiar, and they show up in so many ways that you can't predict all the ways your subconscious is going to try to pull you away from your focus. But you can begin to learn how your subconscious, once you set your course and begin committing to it, then all the times when you're off course starts to clue you into how your subconscious operates. And then you could be like, oh, I'm surfing on the net. What am I doing right now? I'm surfing on the net. Why am I surfing on the net? I was researching the thing, and then I saw the other like eye candy thing, and I got off purpose. And you can catch yourself and bring yourself back into alignment. Or I saw an email caught my eye, and then you're now off on the email trail when you were really focusing on writing a blog post or something else. So having a commitment helps you to also really, really focus during the day, and that's also critically important. So be aware of what state you're in, make a promise to yourself, and be in integrity to yourself on all of these different levels, and you are going to achieve your goals in no time. You're going to learn about yourself. You're going to learn who you are and what's in that subconscious of yours that's trying to pull you off course. Because people who are successful, they just get it done. They just do. They just focus. They don't fall prey to distractions. They just get it done. So that's what I want for you. And it starts with your commitment. Have a great day. Thank you so much for spending this time together with me.